All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the 2024 i5 eDrive40, the base model for the all-electric 5 Series. This is the G60 chassis. Basically looks the same as the gas-powered G65 Series. This one is our HEA, or demonstrator vehicle. Dealer first, I forget what it is. Is it German? Look it up. All right, so this one is in dark graphite metallic and has the M Sport package, which is an option on the 5 Series or i5, and also has a premium package, which means you get the full LED headlights with the cornering lights you see there in the corner, and sort of like a blue highlight, not lasers. And here's our grille. There are sensors here, and you also have parking assistance package. It's parking assistance plus, not pro, so it's not going to be great at finding and parking spaces that are marked. It's basically parking next to objects or in between objects. You notice that it is off-centered, and the centers there for the i5, it does include active cruise control, or ACC, stop and go. All right, so let's move over to the side. We have the style 939M wheels. These are 20-inch wheels, and of course M Sport wheels. They look pretty decent, and you also have the blue M Sport calipers. So options you can have on the i5 eDrive40. So basically this car is the i4 eDrive40 under the skin, and sort of like a baby 7 on the outside and on the interior, not underneath the skin. So moving out back, we have our i5 and eDrive40 badging in chrome. Very aggressive faux diffuser, and you see that reversing light is down there as well. Maybe that's sort of like a fog light in F1. All right, so here's your 3/4 view. So the side is very reminiscent of the G77 series, and I think also the E65 series. So that's 3 generations ago. So the F10 and G30 looked sort of familiar to each other. You see sort of an evolution of design. This one's more of a revolution. So the daytime running lights are more X5 and X6. This is probably what it's going to look like going forward. The exception being the 3 Series and the X1 currently. Let's go on the inside, go over pricing and options. Do note, do have comfort access only on the front doors. So up we have the smoke white Vaganza. So it is not a leather. It's a vegan leather, if you will. Here's your somewhat comfortable seats. Again, up here, this head restraint is not powered. You have to manually change the height. But otherwise, nice quilted design, fairly comfortable. Adjustments for lumbar support, and then your crumb catcher is not powered. Go ahead and turn this on. So this is the M Sport steering wheel, basically from the 7 Series. I think also the X1, but very nice design. I think it's a much improvement over the current gen M Sport steering wheels that are in other vehicles. But a flat bottom and M badging here. And finally, iDrive 8.5 live cockpit. And with the premium package, you do get heads-up display. The rest of your iDrive 8.5 screen. And this trim here is the aluminum rhombus with silver effect. So a lot to take in. For me, it looks like dual wireless charging pads here, if you want to be brave enough to use those. But you also have USB-C ports here for charging and cup holders, which, based on German BMW design, not good at holding cups. Center console basically looks like just like the 7 Series, and I guess also the iX, but your drive selector nub, iDrive controller, which takes some time to get used to, and a different layout for the hotkeys here. Volume button, and then access to the parking assistant, as well as driving settings and my modes. Basically your sport, expressive, efficient, things like that. All right, so starting price of the i5 eDrive40, $66,800. Dark Graphite Metallic adds another $650. The Vaganza is included, $28.50 of the premium package, and then another $3,000 for the M Sport package, and the 20-inch wheels add another $800. And we got the Sky Lounge roof. It's an option on the regular gas-powered 5 Series as well, $600. Bowers & Wilkins surround sound system, and basically a glorified, if you will, Harman Kardon sound system, but not bad in terms of price for $950. So it's not the Diamond surround sound system. And this one's got the charging unit or XM charging bag. All told, MSRP of this particular example, just a little bit under $77,000. And it does come with a $7,500 lease credit. I think there's also some loyalty programs involved as well. But overall, a pretty good package. We'll go ahead and hop in the back seat. And then for the panoramic Sky Lounge, basically it's the opposite of what you used to. So push forward to open it up, and we'll hop in the back seat. All right, so here's the opening for the back. I think it's really, really good. It's a big advantage over the i4. All right, so the view from the back seat with our Sky Lounge open, there's no LED type stuff that you find on the 7 Series. I think maybe you have to go with the exec package. So no climate zone in the back for the US market, unfortunately. So you do have vents, USB-C charging ports here, as well as in the backs of the seats in front of you. But the big advantage here over the i4, knee room and legroom, really, really good. And of course, headroom, not an issue in the i5 or gas-powered 5 Series. But overall, I think a really good package. If I'm getting an electric vehicle and I need a family-sized vehicle, I think the i5 makes a lot of sense. And here's the view of that cockpit, and you get that interaction bar, which is basically sort of like a baby 7 Series. Not quite exactly the same, but the same effect, I think. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk. But before we do that, noting, again, in case you forget what kind of car you got. Oh, it's a 5 Series. All right, use our kick to open. And trunk space, I think, maybe a better layout than the gas-powered 5 Series, but very similar dimensions. And you have a mobility kit here, because there are no run-flat tires on the i5. And here's that charging bag. I think a pretty good piece of luggage for $245 or so, but it still has the XM badging. So you do get flexible fast charger with the i5. So here's your NEMA 1450 adapter. So everything you need to charge the vehicle is included. Here's your flexible fast charger down here, a little bit more extra storage. But unlike the i4, the amp is not here for the Bowers & Wilkins sound system, but still sounds pretty good. Use the kick to close here. So as I mentioned, it's basically an i4 underneath the skin. So same battery size, so 83.9 kilowatt hours of capacity, of net capacity, I should say. So charging times are going to be the same as the i4 eDrive40. Range with the, I think the 19-inch standard wheels, it's roughly 295 miles. I think you're about 280 or so with the 20-inch wheels. But hopefully we'll have an i5 M60 very soon with some really good options. Again, this one does come standard with the active cruise control, so I think it's what people have been crying out for in most of the BMWs. It is standard on at least the i5. Not necessarily so with the 5 Series. It is an option that you can't, unfortunately, add after production. But that's it for a quick tour around the i5, and we'll see you at the next video.